It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We're bringing you the Los Angeles Lakers out at Staples Center as they'll face off against the Toronto Raptors. Checking out Toronto, they went 2-0 against this team last season, looking to continue that string of victories tonight. Well, tonight we get to see one of the top point guards in the league, and Kyle Lowry. You know all about his ability to shoot and come up with big plays, but he also has a great basketball IQ, studies the game as much as anybody does.
Oh, he's a student of the game. He watches film, from what I hear, religiously all the time, trying to exploit the weaknesses of his opposition. He's fantastic with his court awareness. I love Kyle Lowry.
Do you watch a lot of film, Shaq?
I don't watch a lot of film, but I watch this guy. He's the second coming of Chris Paul.
Really?
He's developed into a leader and a coach on the floor.
Wow, that is very, very strong
Yes.
from you, Shaq.
Best leader in basketball.
Kenny,
a
do
friend
you
of
watch
mine
a lot of
always says
films?
that.
I did watch a lot of film, you know.
These days, do you watch many films?
Yeah, I watch, I just saw a couple movies by Denzel Washington, a couple movies by, I watch a lot of film.
I only got one film I watch, Ernie.
What's that?
Your highlight reel.
I am Kazam.
We'll see you later.
K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's game time in Los Angeles from the Staples Center. All the crowd ready to go as they look to cheer on the Lakers. Our broadcast team tonight, on one side, Greg Anthony. On the other side, Steve Smith. And on the sideline, David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. Well, it was the Toronto Raptors winning their last game against the Warriors in Oakland.
And I know the defense wasn't great, but yet and still, their ability to stay composed was impressive.
When things come too easy, it's easy to lose focus, but they held each other accountable and played hard.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So the Raptors 5 right now. Ibaka is the 4, and Valanciunas in the middle. Lowry out there with Norman Powell, and it's DeRozan in at the small forward position. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Lopez. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. Steve, how's basketball early in the season different from midway later on in the year, sir?
I think, one, everybody's healthy for the most part. Two, you're getting a chance to learn each other. Then midway, it starts to all shake out. I think your optimism is right there early. And then for some teams, they know, well, at the earlier the season is not at the end. And those are the teams that get better and better throughout the year.
Here's Randall following the score by DeMar DeRozan. Randall kicks to Ingram. Back to Randall. The shot comes out. Some solid defense from Ibaka. And here are the Raptors now. Pass to Powell. At the elbow, it's Ibaka. Ingram with the steal. Lets it go from deep, and he's good on the 3 ball. Ingram's got his first 3 points of the game.
No stopping Ingram. when he's in a rhythm like this, especially when he gets a pass in a spot he loves to pull from.
Now here's Valanciunas. Ibaka off target from three-point range. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, I did catch up with Coach Luke Walton. He told me he's looking forward to the matchup tonight. It's their first time against this team, so he is curious to see what his guys do on offense. He said it's important that we're aggressive defensively, that we use our length and shot blocking as a deterrent inside. We'll see if they can be successful tonight. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks very much, David. Did you guys see this game playing out as a defensive battle?
If they get their way, it will be. They're coming in with the idea that they can win this game with their defense.
Well, if they've done it before, sounds like their goal is the same as always. Cause as many problems as possible with their D and never let up at that end of the floor.
And Valanciunas out of Lithuania, the 5th overall pick back in 2011.
Yeah, he's still quite young. You know, a lot of talent offensively. Defensively, he's probably had less of an impact, but that's where he has to take the next step. And mark that one down right there. It's going to be a long time until we see him miss another one like that.
DeRozan with it. Now guarded by Ingram. Back to Lowry. DeRozan on the wing. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
And really, DeMar DeRozan is a master at what he calls body hunting. That ability to just kind of draw fouls. I think he and James Harden actually are the guys that have really kind of set the tone for how to create those opportunities to get to the line.
That free throw, no good. And DeMar DeRozan, always, Greg, among the league leaders in free throw attempts.
And when you look at him, 6'7", 220 pounds with tremendous athleticism, he has got all the tools. Beyond, though, that attack mentality, he's a savvy basketball player. Those little shot fakes, his footwork help this guy live at the line. And really no other way to put it but the Lakers with that dramatic front office change last season around that deadline and new big name leadership. The hope is that they can escape from what's been an awfully rocky patch here of Lakers history.
Now here's Lowry. His last outing we saw him pour in 22. And DeRozan.
When you get your tickets to see him play, that is what you are paying for. Incredible dunk from DeRozan.
That was a terrific replay brought to you by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Caldwell Pope with it, guarded by Powell. Caldwell Pope passes to Clarkson. A three-pointer, no good. Now here's Powell. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Lakers trail by 3. Ingram kicks to Caldwell Pope. Ingram setting a pick for Randall. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
And the three-pointer, a big part of KCP's game. About half his shots come from out there.
Passes it to Ibaka. Toronto working the ball around now. And DeRozan throws it down.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Here's Clarkson. The Raptors getting the bucket. Picked by Randall. Here's Ingram. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
And how about the deceptive strength of Ingram, just willing his shots in over the defense.
And Brandon Ingram, the 2nd overall pick in 2016 out of Duke. What do you make of his rookie season?
You know, very much a work in progress. You have to remember how young he is. Didn't turn 19 until 3 months before the draft. And he's still rail thin. So he's got a chance to improve very quickly over the next few seasons as his body continues to mature. And guys, really no ceiling on Ingram. This is a guy who has the potential to be a truly great player before it's all done.
Now, here's Valanciunas. He really played well in that last game against Golden State. Unloads from 13. And again, it's the Lakers.
And Caldwell Pope able to hit those mid-range shots consistently, but that's one the defense will live with.
On the wing, DeRozan. There's the dish to Valanciunas. Back to DeRozan. And finished off by DeRozan.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like, Greg, for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose. The Lakers have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Clarkson kicks to Randall. Down low, here's Ingram. And that one is off. Now Toronto takes it the other way. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Lakers team.
Yeah, and they swept this matchup the 2 times they played last year. They held the advantage on paper and on the court.
But hey, it's a different season, and anything can happen.
Now here's Randall. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Picked by Randall. 6 to shoot. Offensive rebound. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And Julius Randle, that 7th pick back in the 14 draft out of Kentucky, was a 5-star recruit out of high school and was able to help get the Wildcats to the championship round. So this is a guy who is used to the spotlight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And Julius Randle with an intriguing game. A great rebounder. He's a pretty good ball handler for his size, too.
Yeah, he likes to rip it and run, and very athletic when he gets ahead of steam. And, boy, he can be tough to contain.
Nogueira, he's checked in for Valanciunas. Both free throws good from Randall. Here is Lowry. Outside DeRozan. Nogueira dishes to DeRozan. It's Powell on the wing. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. Powell's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Releases from 15. DeRozan with the rebound.
And that was an easy one there, just a missed opportunity.
If you give it to him, he'll take that shot every time down the floor. I'm sure he's kicking himself.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. 11 points for him in that last game against Washington. Ingram wide open. Connects from 3-point range. Ingram's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
Screen by Ibaka. Here's Lowry. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Powell. Ibaka against Nance. From 12 feet out, it's tipped. Now here's Ennis. Knocked away. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. And while we've got this moment here now, let's take a look at last season's leaders in converting turnovers into points. The Lakers in 5th.
And they turned all those mistakes into points at the other end. That aggressive style really yielding big dividends.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. Well over a decade in the NBA for C.J. Miles, taken straight out of high school by the Jazz back in 2005.
And he's just now entering his 30s. A good floor spacer and solid defender at the 2 or 3 spot.
first one falls for him. Steve, so much of being a great offensive player is learning to draw contact and work yourself to the free throw line. When you look at the league right now, who are some of the best in the league, in your estimation, doing that?
James Harden is one of those guys. He gets to the line, double-digit figures sometimes, free throw attempts. DeMar DeRozan, DeMarcus Cousins. I think Russell Westbrook, because he's such a guy that's in attack mode and he likes contact. The guys who like contact, they get to the line a lot.
And after the Raptors were swept in the 2017 conference semifinals, do you guys get the sense that Coach Dwayne Casey's on the hot seat?
You know, I don't think so. I think Casey already survived a changing of the guard in the front office. He doesn't feel the pressure to keep his job, just the pressure to do his job, putting his players in the best position to compete.
And this is what it's all about, guys. The competitive spirit, the energy that we're seeing. This one's got the feeling like it's going to go down to the wire.
I'm loving this one. It's been back and forth with these lead changes. It's probably going to just come down to who has the ball last.
Here's DeRozan following the basket by Julius Randle. 4 on the shot clock. Count that bucket. And that's now 11 points for DeMar DeRozan.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Stolen by Miles. And they're on the break. Here's Wright. Banked in off the glass. And now a 3-point Raptor lead.
And he runs the floor with a purpose that time. Excellent play.
You know what? And a late reaction by the transition D takes it himself uncontested.
Now here's Ennis. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Now the pass to Kuzma. Randle kicks to Ennis. Clock is at 3. He tries for 3. Nogueira pulls it in. Toronto leading by 3. Miles the pass to Wright. Back to Miles. And he lays it straight in.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Los Angeles has gone 3 of 7 from 3-point range in the first quarter. Randle dishes to Ennis. Picked by Randle. On the wing, Nance. To the middle. Randle passes to Kuzma. Right through the D for the layup. Kuzma's got his first points in this one.
This is a guy who knows how to orchestrate an offense. Terrific lead pass.
And Wright kicks to Siakam. Right inside. Over to the wing with the shot. But they get it back. And the dunk by Nogueira.
And just another example, Kevin, of how they built this lead, just outworking.
Greg, that was definitely an effort play right there. You talk about that all the time, fighting to get proper position. Then slamming home the putback.
Sheer hustle and will out there. He wanted the ball more, and he went up and got it with some style.
And here are the Raptors now. After the basket by the Lakers, there's the screen. And DeRozan kicks to Wright. The 10-footer. That misses off the backboard. Lakers trail by 3. Dishes to Ennis. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. The Raptors making a switch here. Anunoby's checked in. Pass to Hart. The 3. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Wright, the pass to Anunoby. Back to Wright. Here's Siakam. Off target with his 3. Lakers shooting 43% since taking the floor today. Pass to Hart. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Picked by Randle. Here's Hart, defended by Miles. Here's the floater. Hart, that's good.
Yeah, going to the floater right there. That was pretty.
Raptors with the lead. Now, Wright. Passes to Anunoby. And there's the feed to Nogueira. And the dunk by Nogueira.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
And the Lakers with possession here. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
And that's what happens when you become too perimeter-oriented. If you're not hot, you don't score.
Well, when you force it all night, you don't get good results. Never really adjusted the game plan the way they should have.
There's 48 seconds left to play in the first quarter. The pass to Anunoby. Pass to Siakam. He kicks to Nogueira. Here's Hart. And a strong finish with two hands.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
When your defense translates into offense, it's a beautiful thing.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Pass to Siakam. 5 on the clock. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Raptors lead by 3.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Raptors lead by 3. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And Serge Ibaka, known for his shooting ability now, he talked about the confidence his teammates and his coach instilled in him.
He trusts you. Every time he passes the ball, when you don't shoot, he's screaming you, shoot ball. Then next time what? You will shoot. And if you miss, you say, yeah, good shot. You know, and your coaches in the practice talking to your teammates. Man, when Serge is open, give him the ball. He will make that shot.
Well, if you wonder how much difference a coach can make for a player, there it is, huh?
You heard it in Serge's voice, too. That confidence has already been planted in him. That voice telling him, shoot the ball, is now in his own head. He's going to be just fine.
And off we go. A close game now starting the second quarter. What do you guys think about the Raptors here in this one?
So far, they've been active, scoring the basketball, built up a little lead here, and looking good.
The play calling has been perfect, backed up by beautiful execution. They've certainly captured the moment in that first quarter.
The big men are Nance and Lopez. Hart is out there with Ennis, and it's Kuzma in at the 3 spot. That's the Laker 5. And he knocks down the first one. And Steve, free throws not the most exciting aspect of the game, certainly, but they're a great way to put points on the board. Talk about the mentality for a score. You know, getting to the line and making that part of his game.
Kevin, if you're a scorer, you got to be able to knock down free throws, especially those games you're not shooting a high percentage from the field. But if you can get to the line 6 times, 7 times on your own, and you're shooting 85 to 90%, that gives you 5 or 6 points. And then you have a couple technical fouls, and you get put another 2 points on there. You're talking about a guy as a scorer that are 9, we call it free points. Now you need a couple threes and a couple one-on-one moves. You're at 20, and everything else after that is gravy.
Nance passes to Hart. Lopez a screen. Shot is good, and the Toronto lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Hart.
Amazing how he gets this one to go. Size doesn't matter.
But it can in the painted area. Regardless, he's crafty enough to get up a good shot.
Valanciunas, and no good. Good D by Lopez. Here's Kuzma. Not enough on that one as it misses. Raptors leading by 3. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Guys, Raptors coach Dwayne Casey talked about the chemistry on his team. He said, we couldn't be better. There's no ego, no hidden agendas. Guys understand their roles. Kyle Lowry told me we're a complete team, 15 deep, and we really mean that. You never know whose time it's going to be. Kevin?
And DA depth is a crucial part of any team's success. Knowing you can rely on your teammates to step up is huge.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
You know, the Raptors have the advantage of continuity. There's a trust and an understanding they share helps them win a lot of games.
He's perfect from the line this time. And when you talk about the continuity and maturity of this Raptors team, is there a flip side to that, Steve? Does that limit their upside?
Well, Kevin, it's interesting. This front office has brought in some nice young pieces. I wouldn't write off their upside. They can improve if those younger guys make some strides.
Ennis kicks to Nance, passes it to Kuzma. He feeds it to Lopez. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
Yeah, easy call.
Brook Lopez coming over to the Lakers this past summer in a deal for D'Angelo Russell. Strange to see Lopez not in a Nets uniform as he had been with the team so long, but he is someone this Lakers team wanted.
Yeah, I mean, the Lakers saw a strong center to help take this team to the next level.
Take a break.
Lopez
Take a
gives
break.
you a lot
2
and
shots.
doesn't need a lot. So it'll be a big help with the maturing of this young Lakers core.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. So it's both teams making substitutions here. He doesn't get the second one.
And we all know Brook Lopez can score in the post, and he might be just as valuable working from the elbow and running in that pick and pop action.
I appreciate the attack mindset, but with the defense tracking him down, it was probably better to kick that one out.
The Raptors have gone 0-4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change. Caldwell Pope up top, guarded by Powell. Caldwell Pope dishes to Ingram. Clarkson passes to Lopez. Lowry against Clarkson. Over Lowry. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Clarkson's got his first basket of the night. And Brook Lopez with the ability to face up and Greg post up.
High post or low. I mean, his passing and shooting ability give him that versatility. He is a load to handle for defense.
Here's Ingram. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. And it's a 4-point Laker lead.
Not much else the D can do besides get a hand up. I mean, Ingram is just one of those guys who makes contested shots consistent.
And here are the Lakers. 9 points in a row. Good run for them right now. Here's Clarkson. 17 points in his last outing. The pass to Zubac. Back to Clarkson. Here's Ingram.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Feeds to Ibaka. And the rejection by Zubac. Caldwell Pope kicks to Clarkson. And again, it's the Lakers.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Raptors trail by 6. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
The shot by Lowry, no good. Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Clarkson kicks to Zubac. The wide open look here for Lopez. That one no good. So the Raptors will take it the other way. Powell, the pass to Lowry. Here's Anunoby. He tries for 3. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Anunoby's got his first 3 points of the game.
Kyle Lowry with great vision and court awareness on that play. What a pass.
Lopez against Valanciunas. And the dunk by Lopez.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
That's about as violent as a rim rocker as it gets. A real confidence builder.
Screen by Valanciunas. Ibaka, no luck.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And Lopez throws it down.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
Clarkson against Lowry. Powell dishes to Valanciunas. Back to Powell. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And Steve, in your playing days, you always struck that balance, I always thought, between calling your own number and creating for teammates. That's a real gift.
It is, and I think the value of playing winning basketball, Kevin, is whatever play dictates making your teammates better or making the winning play. I think a lot of guys right now get caught up in stats. Whatever's the play to help your team win, that's the play that needs to be made.
Yeah, well said. First one falls for. And the Raptors looking for a way to break through the East. Smitty, how do they get past the Cavaliers?
I don't know, Kevin. That's the question. As long as LeBron James stands in their way, it won't be easy. DeMar DeRozan said it himself. The key will be finding another star. In today's NBA, you need at least 3 stars to win.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
Ingram kicks to Clarkson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The shot is good, and so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off. Just sensational stuff.
There's the pick. Out to DeRozan. Here's the 3. Rebounded by the Lakers. Ingram with it. 11 points in the game. He dishes it to Clarkson. Over Lowry. The shot by Clarkson, no good.
Unfortunately for him, the defense is slow to react, but he couldn't make them pay.
That one, no good.
Huge challenge at the rim. The defender could not have played that any better.
Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. And here we go with the breakdown tonight of the front court and back court rebounding numbers for the Lakers.
And their bigs are getting the vast majority of those caroms, handling their business on the inside and freeing up the guards to get up the court and look for early offense.
Lowry kicks to DeRozan. Valanciunas in the high post. Outside Lowry. Toronto working the ball around now. Here's Ibaka. And the Raptors miss again.
Oh, man, still a goose egg for him in the scoring column.
Clarkson against Lowry. Clarkson passes to Zubac. Back to Clarkson. Caldwell Pope outside. Lopez a screen. Another miss by Caldwell Pope. Raptors trail by 7.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Ingram. A second chance effort, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here's a peek at the league's top scorers from a season ago. 5th best, DeMar DeRozan.
And looking back, his points per game really underscored the fact that he never took a game off. I mean, one special performance after another all season long.
2 shots.
That free throw good from Lopez.
After having no trips to the free throw line in the first period, he's being much more aggressive now.
Julius Randle's checked in for Zubac. And Toronto also making a switch. Nogueira, he's checked in for Valanciunas. Brook Lopez hits them both. Raptors trail by 9. And Lowry has it in the corner to stop the drought. That one, no good. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. Here's Caldwell Pope, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
KCP known for his defense, but his offense is not too shabby. He can pull up from deep and on the move and knock it down. He gets his numbers from range, and it helps them out on the offensive end.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Caldwell Pope. And with Caldwell Pope, he isn't the most efficient player when it comes to scoring, but he can get locked in, and when he does, watch out.
You know, when KCP is filling it from deep, you know it's going to be a good night for your team. Has shown signs of improving his consistency. That's a big reason why he was sought after in free agency.
And Caldwell Pope drops them both. And the Lakers, Greg, for a long time could rely on the lure of Los Angeles to draw top free agents. History does a lot, it seems.
Yeah, Paul George listing them on his short list shows they still have that pull, but the Lakers will be big players in free agency, I believe, in the near future. Taking a look at some stats for Randall. Last year, getting it done. Averaged about 13 points a game, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists. And what sets him apart is his rebounding. And as you can see, he's been in peak form.
You know what? It's part effort, part instinct. You see teams trying to keep a body or 2 on him, but that's easier said than done.
Shots good by Ibaka.
If you let Serge get looks in there, he's going to shoot him for a very high percentage.
Inside, Nogueira with the steal. DeMar DeRozan on the wing. 23 points for him the last game against the Warriors in Oakland. Ibaka dishes to DeRozan. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
The versatility of DeMar DeRozan can finish with power or finesse in the painted area.
Ennis kicks to Lopez. Picked by Randall. Lopez passes to Caldwell Pope, and so the ball is out of bounds. Miles touched it last.
And how about the reaction time on D there? Almost comes up with the pick.
You know, these are the little plays that can add up when you look over the course of a game.
Siakam is checked in for the Raptors. Here's Lopez. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Lopez has got 9 points now in the quarter.
His temperature is rising. I mean, it is rising.
Right with it. Now guarded by Ennis. Siakam kicks to right. Out to DeRozan. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, he touched it while it was in the cylinder. That's offensive basket interference. Every so often a team will have a home game and see their stadium flooded with fans for the away team. Happens when a especially good, popular team is playing a team kind of in a bad part of their schedule, or maybe just in a bad part of their development. Smitty, do players notice when this happens, and does it bother them at all?
Yeah, players notice it. It does bother you. It happened to me when in the Chicago Bulls era. You'll hear people cheering more for Michael Jordan than their own players. It's because people love to see winners. People have their favorite players, and a lot of people right now look at it as they want to come see their favorite player. As a player, you just got to go out, beat Michael Jordan, go out and win, and usually the fans will turn into your favor.
Right outside. Here's Siakam, covered by Nance. And DeRozan. Here we go. Here's Miles. Misses from short range.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Lakers passing it around. Shot by Ennis. Nobody around. No good from outside. Kicks to Nogueira. The wide open look here for DeRozan. Gets a very good look and converts. DeRozan's got 15 points.
Nice work on the offensive end by DeMar DeRozan. Nobody can slow him down.
Ennis kicks to Randall. Over Nogueira, and the Lakers check on 2 more.
It's easy to tell that he is most comfortable pulling up from that area on the floor.
Raptors trail by 9. Wright dishes to DeRozan. Pass to Siakam. Shoots from 12. Nice touch on the bank shot. Siakam's got 4 points this quarter. Los Angeles has got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. The dish to Randall. Over Nogueira. Randall no good. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Back to DeRozan. At the elbow, Nogueira. The Lakers with the rebound. Randall's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Lakers leading by 7. Pass to Kuzma. And Nance kicks to Ennis. They set the pick to the middle. Kuzma. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Right outside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Julius Randle picks one up. Raptors have shot the ball well from the free throw line. 8 of 9. Free throw drops for Wright. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. From 13. That shot missing, and that does it for the first half of play. Los Angeles on top, leading by 8. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Contavious, you guys came out with a lot of energy in the first half. What got you going?
Like you said, we came out with a lot of energy. We want to get easy basket layups, knock down shots.
You got all that and more in that first half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We're going to break down all the action from the first half. What a start it was for Brandon Ingram. He had 11 points, 2 steals, and 3 rebounds. And taking a look at the Lakers, Shaq, what'd you think?
Well, what's really shifted the game in their favor has been their rebounding. They got a good edge on the boards, and that's a product of their hard work. All 5 guys been battling, putting everything they have to fight on the glass. That needs to remain the focus for 2 more quarters if they want to hang on to that lead.
Kenny, let's get your thoughts on the Raptors.
They ran into a buzzsaw, and it was on full blast. And once they fell behind, the crowd got into it, and it seemed that they lost a lot of confidence. They started pressing, forcing things, and it made it worse. So in the second half, relax, man. Just remember, there's 2 more quarters. It's a fresh start.
And that is just about going to wrap it up as the second half is moments away. Down to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the crew.
And the third quarter about ready to get underway. A fantastic game from DeMar DeRozan so far.
Yeah, so far they haven't found an answer for him. A scoring machine here in that first half.
Defensively coming in, you know he's going to be tough to stop, but I'm still waiting to see a plan to even contain him.
Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. Raptors trail by 8. And on the floor for Dwayne Casey starting the second half. Lowry out there with Powell. Then it's DeRozan. Then it's Ibaka. And it's Siakam in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. It's good. Siakam's got the first basket of the third quarter for Toronto.
Defensively, you cause the miss, but then you have to corral it.
You know, there's nothing more frustrating than that. Giving up points on a possession, you won.
Clarkson passes to Randall. Caldwell Pope outside. Here's Lopez. No good there. Nice D from DeRozan. Now here's Powell. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. And DeRozan. Here we go. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
And you have to love the way DeRozan went at the rim. He knows he's at his best when he's the aggressor.
Clarkson dishes to Ingram. Good work defensively by Ibaka.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Powell, that's good.
A solid beginning to this second half offensively. 3 for 4 from the floor. For a long time, it seemed like the league slept on Kyle Lowry. He wasn't an every night starter until his 8th season in the league. I think he still brings that underdog mentality every night.
Powell kicks to Ibaka. Outside Lowry. Back to Ibaka. Over Randall. Ibaka, no luck. And Lowry had to scrap and fight for the starting role, even in Toronto. And Smitty, at first, they had him playing behind Jose Calderon.
I don't think they know what they had in Lowry. Sometimes you don't see what's right under your nose. In the end, he forced a hand, and look now. Unbelievable player.
It's Caldwell Pope with the drive. Shoots over Powell. Los Angeles with another miss.
They can't buy one right now. 0 for 4 already to start the third.
Lowry passes to Powell. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Clarkson kicks to Randall. Dishes it to Caldwell Pope. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Here's Lopez. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts. And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Caldwell Pope kicks to Randall. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Back to Caldwell Pope. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Yeah, shaky defense there. Giving up the bucket plus sending KCP to the line.
Well, Steve, when you watch Caldwell Pope out there, you can see the impact he has on the defensive side. Very active hands, and he can erase a player from an offense.
He isn't a flashy defender, but he makes his presence felt. Very hard to shake and will pick you up far from the rim. A lot of stars underperform on offense when they are guarded by KCP.
The Raptors have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Here's Valanciunas. 5 points in the game. Powell dishes to Lowry. Over Caldwell Pope. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, it may not be the era of the center in the NBA, but Jonas Valanciunas has something to say about that. He said, I try to make sure they don't forget about centers. I'll keep reminding them. The league is full of guys that can do different things, but I still think you need a center that can rebound the ball and score in the low post. I agree. Kevin?
Well, the centers are still important, David. Good to see Valanciunas making his presence felt in the paint. Powell, the pass to Lowry. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And he's such a complete player, Kyle Lowry. He defends, shoots with range, creates for his teammates, and he is fearless attacking the lane.
And Lowry, an excellent finisher, Smitty, for a player his height.
He'll post you up at the point guard position. What I really like is he's worked on his mid-range game. And the shots behind the line, that's the strength of his right now.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
The first free throw is good.
In a league full of talented point guards, sometimes Lowry's efforts, they get overlooked, but he's a game changer.
And so Lowry nails both of them. And the Raptors very disruptive defensively. One of the best teams in the league, Steve, when it comes to steals and deflections and points off turnovers.
Yeah, they're a very aggressive on-ball defensive team. You like the tenacity, but they have to control the fouls. Those have been a major hindrance on defense. There it is. Just lined it up and knocked it down. His first 3 of the half, second of the game.
Out to DeRozan, tries a 3, and again, Toronto no up. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And it's Ingram missing.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
Here's Lowry, and he didn't get quite enough under that one. For Los Angeles, they've gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Powell with the steal. Fast break, here they come. Jumps up, and the dunk by Powell.
It almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
And that replay brought to us by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. One of the more exciting plays in basketball. Caldwell Pope kicks to Clarkson. Inside, it's stolen by Ibaka. The drive by Lowry. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And Serge Ibaka, remember, it was a first-team all-defense selection. But over time, I think he's become more of a scoring-minded player, and I think that's affected his impact defensively.
Two shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And Serge Ibaka, the league leader in block shots for 2 years in a row in 2012 and 13, but he sends him back at about half the rate he once did.
Yeah, but even still, a pretty good shot blocker. You add in his finishing and outside shooting, and he's a player to be reckoned with.
And Toronto making a change here. Anunoby's checked in, and Kyle Lowry drops them both.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Here's Ingram. And again, the Lakers no good.
Yeah, another missed opportunity, and you can just see the frustration.
He wants to help his team, but when you're in position to finish, it's hard to turn that down.
Powell dishes to Lowry. To the left wing, puts one up from 19, and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
When Valanciunas is getting it to fall from there, the defense is in trouble.
Lowry against Clarkson. The feed now to Ingram. Lopez a screen. 6 to shoot. Fires the 3. That one's good, and the Raptor lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Ingram.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Lowry passes to Valanciunas. Down low. Ingram with the steal. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
The knowledge that Ingram possesses, well aware that the D is going to hack him in these situations.
And this will be his 2nd and 3rd shots at the line here. And that one falls for Ingram. Some changes for Toronto. Nogueira, he's checked in for Ibaka. C.J. Miles comes in for Norman Powell. And it's DeLon Wright in for Kyle Lowry. And so he hits both. And the Lakers, Greg, have acquired some intriguing young talent. Do you see this group blossoming into elite status?
I mean, there's still some question marks. Injuries have been an issue. I do see some all-star potential for some of their young fellas. Superstar potential, though, tougher to say. They've got something to build on, though, and that's key.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And we see a chart here for the shooting performance so far for DeRozan.
Well, this is what you wanted to see from him. I mean, he's not settling for anything and is going right at the defender, taking the ball to the rim whenever he can. And the attitude he's had on offense is keeping his team flying around, as his energy is contagious out there right
now. And the first one drops. And you look at the Raptors, one of the top teams in the East, Greg, but do they have a chance to go all the way?
I think they're a threat to make the finals. Can they win it all? They may be a piece or 2 away, but still a young and aggressive core. They continue to try to add pieces, and this is a group that has proven they want to win and win now.
Raptors trail by 3. And here is Wright. Here's Miles. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And a moment now to look at the numbers for Valanciunas. Good season for him last year. 9th in shooting percentage, and he did his share on the glass, battled his way into the top 15 in rebounds per game.
And, you know, back to his tremendous efficiency shooting last season, top 10 in the league, his dead-eye shooting creates so many opportunities for that offense. The first free throw is good.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And Miles drops them both.
This is where he feels 100% comfortable taking all the free points he can get.
Ennis kicks to Nance. Back to Ennis. Nance a screen on Wright. Here's Ennis. Passes it to Nance. It's good. The assist that time from Ennis. Nance has got 4 this quarter. Raptors trail by 3. Wright outside. He kicks it to Nogueira. Miles dishes to Wright. And the rejection by Zubac. And now here's Ennis, the fast break opportunity. Stripped it away. Now here's Wright. He feeds it to Valanciunas. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
And Valanciunas just shrugging off the contact there to finish the play.
LA's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. They set the pick. Now Ennis. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Valanciunas grabs the board. Valanciunas has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. In the corner, Miles with it. To the wing right side. Three-pointer right. Here's Valanciunas. The second effort. Tries yet again. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Great use of the pump fake. Smart move by Valanciunas to get himself to the line.
And Valanciunas, far from a finished product, Steve. His coaches and teammates feel he will get better, but in your opinion, where does he need to improve?
I think on the defensive end, he does a nice job of blocking shots, but I would love to see him in rotations, being able to be there a little bit earlier. And then on the offensive end, extend his range a little bit more and also have somewhat of a go-to move down on the low block.
And it's tied up with that one.
For a player his size, Valanciunas has always been a good free throw shooter. We won't see a hack of Val anytime soon.
He's off on the second.
He is definitely disappointed. He couldn't put his team up in front, but at least he knotted this one up.
One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
And there's the pass to Kuzma. Feeds it to Miles for the lead, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the foul called on Los Angeles. He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. And Miles drops them both. Here's Ennis. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Pass to Kuzma. Floats one up. Here's Zubac. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And Wright kicks to Valanciunas. And Nogueira wide open. He shoots. Second shot opportunity. And Valanciunas puts it in. Valanciunas has got 12 in the game.
He really looks composed shooting the ball this half. Much more consistent, hitting a much higher percentage.
And Nance kicks to Ennis. Nance a screen. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Yeah, and those illegal screens have really become a point of emphasis for the officials.
Yeah, so many of these can go either way. Very difficult for the screener to stay 100% motionless.
Julius Randle's checked in for the Lakers. And the Raptors also making a change. Siakam's checked in. Out of hand on it. 1:51 left in the third. Nogueira passes to Anunoby. He dishes it to Miles. Shot clock at 6. He's made all 6 of his tries at the line so far.
Two shots.
Free throw good, Miles. And Miles drops them both. 1:37 left in the third quarter. Pass to Kuzma. The shot, no good. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. They get to take on the Blazers at Portland after this one. That'll be game 4 of this 6-game road trip.
Delivering these passes in tight quarters, that's tricky.
Lakers trail by 6.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Back to Randall. Kicks it to Nance. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. 5 to shoot. Here's the screen. Hart, no good. Raptors leading by 6. Here's Miles. Nance with the rebound. Nance has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Free throw drops for Ennis. And so he hits both. There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Miles with it. 10 points for him. There's the dish to Wright. 23 seconds left to play in the third. From outside the arc, it's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And when you can't hold for the last possession, that's what you want to try and do.
Patience and execution. You need both here. We'll see what they run.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
It's Miles on the wing. Over Hart. Got it off in time, but it's no good. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Raptors lead by 2. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. Now let's take a listen on head coach Dwayne Casey.
But it's about defense down here. No second shot. Rebound we go. All right? But make sure, make a miss, get back. Here we go.
Wanting to make more plays, be fast end-to-end. Dwayne Casey injecting energy into his team.
Yeah, and when they're in attack mode, sometimes it can lead to turnovers, but it could also lead to a nice run here.
All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. You've got Ennis. Larry Nance out there with Julius Randle. And it's Hart in at the 2 spot. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Randle no good. Raptors with the lead. And DeRozan kicks to Wright. Lays it up off the glass. Wright's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Raptors.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
The offensive rebound. Randle with the bucket.
On the attack, he has that ability, trying to close this one out.
Yeah, and the rim protection, not there. You expect someone to at least come over and contest.
There's the screen. DeRozan dishes to Nogueira. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. 6 points for Lucas Nogueira.
Great heads-up look there from DeRozan to get his teammate an easy basket.
And the Lakers call time here. The short rest, very important, and one of the benefits of this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade. Replenish your energy for the late game push. So both teams making some changes here. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, well, Luke Walton was just talking about strategy with his team. He wants to change it up defensively and get more people packed into the paint. He said they're beating us up down low. We have to put a stop to it. Let's see if they respond, Kevin.
Here's Powell. Passes it to Siakam. To the left side wing. Here's Ibaka. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Ibaka's got the lead up to 6 now for the Raptors. Lakers have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Randall passes to Clarkson. Picked by Randall. Ingram kicks to Randall. Fires from 14. And the Lakers with another miss.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
In the corner, Powell with it. Hits the three-point bomb. And it's a 9-point Raptor lead.
Ever since halftime, he's had his eyes on the basket and just crushing it right now.
Dishes it to Ingram. The feed to Lopez. Now, here's Clarkson. Not a lot of room. And Randall throws it down.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
I think it very well could be. That might be the game-changing play that helps push them over the top.
Snatched up. Here's Clarkson. It's deflected. Toronto leading by 7. Outside Lowry. And it's sent back by Lopez. Here's Clarkson. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. Back to Clarkson. Lopez sets a screen for Clarkson. 4 on the clock. It's good. With that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
Yeah, going to the floater right there. That was pretty.
The Raptors have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Fades away. Lowry can't get it to go.
Right idea, but just too much heat on him defensively, even with the fadeaway.
Kept alive.
I mean, he's struggling, hitting a low percentage of his shots this quarter.
In the corner, Powell with it. Deflects the pass. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. Valanciunas is checked in for the Raptors. Lakers on D. And here is Powell. Screened by Valanciunas. Just 5 on the clock. And the Raptors miss again.
Coming down the stretch here, holding the lead. You like him to be more efficient offensively.
And the shot is good. The Raptor lead has been cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Ingram.
What a phenomenal pull-up jumper from Ingram. Forcing the D to honor his quickness and then making them pay with that sweet stroke.
Lowry kicks to Powell. He feeds it to DeRozan. Shot to end this cold run. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And when you think about a slasher, a guy who makes his living attacking off the dribble, no better example than DeMar DeRozan.
You know, Steve, DeRozan a great ball handler for his size. He can isolate or work in the pick and roll.
Does a nice job of coming off screens and rolls, being able to create for his teammates, and also a big-time slasher that can put you on a poster.
Roof shots.
Free throw missing.
What you get with DeRozan possesses the prototypical frame for an NBA wing that helps him get to the line with frequency.
Good on the second free throw.
And even though he couldn't get all of them to fall, he did make it a 2-possession game.
Lakers trail by 4. Clarkson kicks to Ingram. Here's Lopez, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Big shot. As soon as he got an opening, boy, did he let it fly.
He doesn't need a second invitation. If the D's going to give him that much room, he'll jump at the chance to take the hero shot.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run for him there.
The defense looks done right now. No hustle or real desire to get stops.
There's the pick. Clarkson kicks to Ingram. Here's Randall, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
And this is a guy that can get you stops. Aggressive on the defensive end.
Also doing a good job of tracking the ball, contesting the mid-range jumper as well.
Strong move at the rim. Overpowers the smaller defender.
Picked by Randall. Clarkson dishes to Randall. Down low. Caldwell Pope. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And part of an overall effort for Kentavious going for higher percentage shots. At that time, working inside.
And Valanciunas kicks to Lowry. He doesn't hit that one. Good D by Lopez.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Ingram passes to Caldwell Pope. He kicks it to Randall. Out to the right wing. Picked by Randall. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. And another shot. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Serge Ibaka picks one up there. First free throw is good. Brook Lopez hits them both.
That's a huge advantage, having a big guy who can shoot free throws like this.
Mar DeRozan on the wing. Ibaka dishes to Lowry. Now here's Powell. The pass to Ibaka. To the inside. Lopez with the block. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last. Here's Valanciunas. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Powell. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Caldwell Pope.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. He's perfect from the line this time. Lakers trail by 4. Clarkson kicks to Randall. Picked by Randall. Clarkson passes to Ingram. Randall against Ibaka. 6 on the shot clock. Releases, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Outside DeRozan. Screen by Valanciunas. Powell kicks to Lowe. Looking to end his cold spell, and it's sent back by Lopez.
Obviously, this has been a tough quarter for him, but he's still trying to keep a positive mindset.
Yeah, well, I mean, once he gets the ball, it's just off to the races.
And you have to like the punctuation at the end of it. Great individual play.
And Ibaka kicks to DeRozan. Feeds to Valanciunas. Just 5 on the clock. The Raptors need to get a shot off. It's deflected.
In addition to being superb on offense, Ingram is also a ridiculously good defender. His long reach really allowing him to collect a good number of block shots.
The Lakers trail. Now Clarkson, picked by Randall. Clarkson dishes to Randall, to the paint. Caldwell Pope, and it's all evened up.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Valanciunas with a screen on Clarkson. Here's DeRozan. Screened by Ibaka. He used that pick to get in close. 20 points for DeMar DeRozan.
He's been so consistent scoring the basketball. It has helped him tack on to this lead.
Caldwell Pope passes to Ingram. He dishes it to Clarkson. Lopez sets a screen for Clarkson. Goes up the baseline. Toronto grabs the miss. Valanciunas has got his 16th rebound on the night. Powell kicks to Valanciunas. Clarkson against Lowry. Ball's knocked loose, and so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. Toronto calls timeout.
And how about the 46th pick back in the 14 draft? Jordan Clarkson has certainly exceeded expectations thus far in his career. An athletic combo guard. He's really succeeded playing at both the 1 and 2.
And Greg, Jordan Clarkson, he has an offensive game, doesn't he?
He's able to shoot with range, and he can attack off the bounce as well. I think that enables him to kind of play on or off the ball. And I think he has a chance to be a really good two-way player in our league.
Six to shoot. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And he finished it off with the lane. Caldwell Pope's got it all tied up now for the Lakers.
Early in this quarter, he's been aggressive and selective with his shots. Tremendous efficiency.
Lowry against Caldwell Pope. He had stolen by Randall. One-on-one here to take the lead. Keeps it alive. Great positioning on the putback. Lopez has got 6 in the quarter.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? It's good.
Well, if there was a big bucket made in this game, you knew it would come from Lowry.
Lowry against Clarkson. Randall with a screen for Ingram. It's stolen by Ibaka. Here's DeRozan. Again, Toronto.
Loaded up with a lot of confidence. DeMar DeRozan can be a big-time performer.
Clarkson dishes to Randall. Caldwell Pope outside. Shot off the screen. No good on that one. And Toronto will come the other way. Down low. Here's Valanciunas. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got 6 assists in the game. Caldwell Pope with the screen on DeRozan. Caldwell Pope kicks to Lopez. That shot misses. Nice feed from Valanciunas. Raptors leading by 4. The drive by Lowry. Yep, it counts.
That's a grown man's basket right there by Kyle Lowry. He is so good at getting dirty down inside.
Clarkson passes to Ingram. Here's Lopez. And he can't bank that one in. Here's the Raptors with the ball. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Rams with the ball is out of bounds. Clarkson touched it last. And 1:01 left to play here in the fourth. Count that one.
Spectacular. I mean, lights out shooting here down the stretch. All of a sudden now they're in a position to win the game.
No one near Randall as he lets it go. The 19-footer is on the money. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Lowry with the ball. Pass to Powell. Screen by Valanciunas. In the corner, Ibaka with it. Outside Lowry. Shot clock at 6. Pass to DeRozan. And he makes good on the layup. And the Raptors lead by 8.
Full speed ahead. I mean, they have been in control since the opening tip, and that may have sealed the deal.
Yes, and you're watching. Even this late in the game, they're still making plays. You got to love watching it.
Knocked away. It's stolen by Ibaka. Stolen by Caldwell Pope, and it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question. That would be all she wrote.
Stolen by Clarkson. Takes the 3. No good on that one. Outside DeRozan. Kicks to Lowry. And so it's Toronto winning this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
DeMar, big effort tonight. What is the state of mind of this club right now?
We're focusing in on the defensive end. We know if we get stops, we can definitely score whenever we want.
And you got it done tonight, DeMar. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.